Well, welcome back everybody to another episode of our Minecraft Dinosaurs, and we're back with the Raptor pen and the bunker and the maintenance shed build that we're going to do. So what I've been doing since the last episode, I've been doing a load of research, and I will be putting up some screens throughout the video. Hopefully some of the screens I'm using to show you what the interior looks like in the movies. But let's go cracking on first of all. And you can see I finished off doing the lighting. We were doing lighting, but I haven't put the pathway that way. That's because this is all going to be ported into our Jurassic Park 1993 build. But for now, we're going to leave it on here, and I'm going at the end of this episode. Hopefully, we should finish it all this episode. I will make it available for you all to download this particular one, which is again, this is the older map of Jurassic World at the back here. Maybe I can. Maybe I should put a bit more in. Maybe I can, but there we go. We'll see anyway. But this is the older world, so I'm just going to try and make this available for you. Anyway, let's go and get it to time set day. Oh, that's not spelt right, is it? Invalid. So yeah. So here we go. Right. Okay. Let's go back to where Ian Malcolm and Muldoon and Hammond went when they turned the power off, which is this particular one here, and we never did anything with it, but as you will see, it's got some interesting features. Now I'm gonna, because nothing's escaped at the moment, we'll leave this down. So the steps go down underground. Now it's quite interesting. The steps are metal steps with a staircase, so I'm going to do something with that once I get down there. So I sort of just did the steps, but it's definitely, it's a bit further than that, so I need to dig out some more. And once you get to here, if anybody's seen it, the wall gets set in much further, so it's literally, it's got this little area here, and then there's a gap between the steps. So what I might do, it was only wide enough for two, so what I might do is just take it out on this particular side here. What I'm going to have to do though, it goes quite a way, so I'm going to have to sort of dig out and make it another one down as well. But this, the steps, there's a gap down the side, so it's sort of, it was stone stairs, and sorry, it was metal stairs with a gap like this down the side with the railings. So it's quite interesting how that was when I actually looked it up. So I'm going to dig that out that side. We're going to dig this out here. Now what I'm going to do is, ooh, what is that? What we say? Let's just fill it in. Don't like holes in the map. Yeah, so that's there. In fact, that's what I should have done. And you can see this. See the stairways down. Now what I wanted to do is work out how to do a metal one, but I don't think we can. That hole's there. See. That's it. Yeah, it's sort of got a concrete wall and comes down to one more. I don't like it. It needs to be further down. I might have to go two down. So, and then I'm going to dig the whole wall out like this. That goes that way. And let me just put these stairs in here for now. That's sort of maybe just about right, really. I'm going to put, what I'm going to do is we'll put a metal thing just there and there. I suppose it should be a wall. Let's just do that like that. And then what happens is the steps. I wonder if I can do that. It doesn't work like that, does it? No, it doesn't work, so that we can just have it sort of coming down the side. I'm going to have a look at the design now, but first of all, let's just take this out. Let's take this out. So if we do that and probably start taking this out here. Oop, two lines just go. Thanks for all the comments as well. Get this dug out now, and then I can actually put in, it's quite low ceiling, but it's got loads of beams. So the stairs are there. There's a little corridor at the end of the stairs which go in there. Then there's a wall here. So what I really need to do is start taking out this like this. And ooh, amazing! I must have like come down here before. Do that. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Put these walls back in here. Put that back in there. It's like, and it's got on one of the pictures, it's got like a little sign here that comes even further. But on this right hand side and left. Maybe it's one block. That would make sense with the beam going across there, like so. Yes. Now, what I'd like to do more is a metal staircase, but we haven't got metal staircase. Maybe I should do white. There we go. Right, what I'm going to do, guys and girls, is I'm going to do a bit more. I'm going to dig out this room because it's quite a big place. This is where they were reading the plans. This is where the gun cupboard was with the guns, and Muldoon got his guns. So what I'm going to do is dig the hole out, case the wall, and then shall come back for you to have a look at it. Right, so here we go, everybody. We've done quite a bit. Now, it's quite interesting. It's quite low ceilings when you walk down here. What I've had to do is these stone steps. Couldn't do anything else on that, but the steps come down. I haven't completely done the room, but what I've done is laid the room out. Now, if you look very closely on the shots, you will see in one of the shots that a staircase. You can see a staircase leading down this side. We don't really see the other side, but the way builds go, that's quite uniform. So what I've done is put a staircase down this side as well, but I haven't led it anywhere because we don't know where it goes. And you can see I've started putting in the buttresses, because what happens here is there's a wall at this end, and then there's a buttress which comes across, and then we have another pillar. I think it's going to be here, or is it here? Yeah, oh yeah, here, like so, where the buttress then will come across like that. So we come out like that, and then there will be a pillar coming down here on this side, like so. It's sort of got, yeah, that's sort of right. Ooh, no, maybe the buttress comes next pillar down. So literally, it's that one. So what I'll have to do is get rid of this. Let the beam come right across here. It's sort of a concrete beam. That one's wrong as well. So let's just have a look at that. We'll build that up like so, like that. Bring the beam across. So, and then this beam will come across here. So it does cut. You can't actually see all the beams, but I've done it roughly how it looks. That beam will come across here. This is a wall here, so I'm going to make it a wall all the way across, and with the beam that comes like so. And there's definitely another bit at the outer edge, because you can see in the gaps in the picture that there is a gap at the back, and that's where you see the stairs. So I'm just going to bring that across. So it's quite a basic structure with beams inside. Let me just have a look on this side, because the gun cupboard is here where he gets the guns out, and Ian Malcolm is lying on a table just about here. In fact, what we'll do is I think we might put a table in. That's what we might do. That's much narrower. So what we really need to do is I need to cover up that, really. Yeah. Although it looks better open, doesn't it? It is narrow. It's like a door size, but like that. Yeah, that's how it is, because the beam then comes down. I prefer it open like this, so we're going to leave it open. My design. Right, I'm just going to do a bit more, because I want to have a look at the pictures. There's definitely, like, there's a railing and pipes. You haven't put the pipes in yet, so I'm going to have a look at the piping. Okay, everyone, here we go. The bunker is done. So we came downstairs. In fact, we should have the door shut, really, but I like it open. So anyway, came downstairs and I've re-kitted it out. Quite interestingly, the best way I could do the lights in the roof, here's a table where Mr. Malcolm was sitting on. I know there was sort of a, what would be good in some new blocks, we've got chests and stuff, but I want to keep to the basic Minecraft blocks here. What there is a gap here. There's a cabinet in the corner. There's shelves with all sorts of stuffs on, with shelves, and there's cabinets and stuff like that. These are the lights in the ceiling. I had to go back a bit further. I had to go about 8 to 10 blocks to get the beams exactly right. I've managed to get pipes in here, through here, in terms of the pipes that run all the way through as well. So I've thought that's really it. I'm not going to do much more than that. You can actually envisage it. The other thing that was quite funny was on this side in the picture, you couldn't see anything. Now later on in the, you could actually see daylights or night or lights going out, but it doesn't sort of correspond with the building outside. So I've just left it as it is. I've kept it as it is, just like this. So it's all lit up. There was probably more cabinets on this side, more storage and stuff because it's quite cluttered. It's like a maintenance room. It's got all sorts of battery packs and looks like locks and the obviously the plans for the place with access tunnels, which we know that Jurassic Park had loads of access tunnels, but we don't know where they went. So I left that like that. So I hope you like what I've done with that. So now we need to go to the maintenance shed over the other side and do something with that. That's what we really need to do. Also, when I convert this back into JP map, I'm going to move this particular bit over to around about here and have the access here. That's what I'm going to do. And then they walk past the Raptor Park and the Raptor pen. So let's go head way back over here. What I didn't do is do anything more with this since the last episode, but what I really need to do is methinks, I was just trying to work it out, that if I'm just gonna make it wider. Now it could be it sort of shows it narrower, but I'm gonna leave it like that. And what I'm just gonna do is literally I'm gonna bring sort of that, it's got to come back out there, so I've got to put that back in. That's that one, and then put railings in there. And then what I'm just going to do is take all this out here. Luckily, it won't matter inside as much, but just take that to there, and then we'll have to make it come up a bit more. I was wondering whether I'd put the railings on the top, and I had put the railings on the top. I thought I'd done it as per how it should be. So what I have to do is that's sort of like that. Bring this right out here, and then just put 3, so it's going to be quite easy to do this actually. Just make it a bit wider. I know it should be narrower, but I like the building inside. It's more like what we say, a maintenance shed, as it should be. So like that, just make it a bit more uniform, and then slam this down here. Like so. I think that will now make it like a maintenance shed. I think the door would be bigger and run in. There we go. And I did get that on that side as well, but it's like that, isn't it, really? So it comes out like so. So I did get the design pretty good. I was quite happy with that. What I've got to do now is head inside, and what I need to do is, first things first, is link up. It's alright, that, isn't it? It's alright, isn't it? Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that sort of... Oh, it sort of has the... Just there, doesn't matter. Right, let's go back down here. So what I do need to do, though, is try and link all this up. Does this now... In fact, what we could do, if I was really clever... Yeah... We can extend this corridor. That's supposed to go into that place there, look. What we could do is make a tunnel around. I'm going to have to look at that and we'll see what we could do, because then if I extend this tunnel further, yeah, that's exactly right. The stairs at the far end, and the Raptor comes down, run up there. So what I probably just need to do is work out, if I do this and then do a tunnel across to that one, if I make that as like a little maintenance then stairway up and link into there, probably. So what I'll do is just link that up now. How I'm going to do it's sort of, this is all the power, power area. So that's what I'll do. I'll do a bit more and then I shall come back. So I've made me changes linking up these two buildings. So let's go this way. We'll go this way. Got this in here. So you come down into here. Now, interestingly enough, there was a left turn that was shown completely different in the movie. It was, in the end, we got these stairs which actually showed up, but there was this place where it came across just a pipe at the end of the left. So what I've done now is this is the trapdoor up into this, and then the corridor comes along here. You can see some conduit coming along here, up here, into there, and then back into this other building here. So we've linked up the two power buildings as such. I've just sort of, we never did see what was down here, so I've done it anyway, linked it up, make it a bit more interesting, as you go through. Let's go back down here. I've reset the floor because the floor in the movie was metal and you could see through it, but you can't. So we haven't got a metal floor that you can walk on. So I've used slabs. I've also filled in all the gaps. Oh, that was a staircase down here, but we don't know where it was going to. So we just need to just finish off that. So there we go. I just want to put that. I don't want it 42. I don't want it 14. I want it 16. Let's do that, which is good. Ooh, that's fine. And I've done all the pathways around here. Now, I haven't done the roof yet. I'll do that. But that's a little. Nope. Yeah. That obviously doesn't do that, but the matter it's open. This is sort of just a room with switches on, which is absolutely fine. Let me just fly up here a minute. I've done all the floor around here. I walked around here. Now he has sent me a new map in 1.11, so hopefully before the end of the video we'll just show that, which will show what he was trying to do. But one thing I don't want to do is to put, I want to put a roof in, but don't want to destroy the redstone. So what I have to do is be very, very careful and do this sort of thing, which is whack that. I think that, yeah, it's going to be about right. And ooh, look at that all over there. So what we have to do is just whack this in here. That's going to be about right. I don't want to ruin the redstone. And then just do that. Which puts a nice roof in here. So the redstone's all lit. So just need to do a bit of tidying up on this, in terms of, like, I need to come across there to there, and this blocks it in. The redstone isn't touched, and then just really start locking this roof space down to make it a bit more. There we go. So you can now see, yes, that's way better, isn't it? So I've got to be very careful though that I don't ruin the redstone. That's fine. Come under there. So I've got to do a bit more. Do that. I think I don't want to do. There we go. That's what I do there. Just keep the integrity of the build. And what I'll do is, if I do that. Oh, that is that the same height? Right to there. Yeah, let's just get the line in here. Then I'll be alright, won't I? Yeah, so I can get a line. Got to be very careful with this, guys, because I've got to watch this redstone here. So I'm going to have to come across there, and then yeah, I could do that. Look, come across there to there. Ah, you silly boy. There we go. So all the redstone there is sorted as well. So I need to do, I'm just going to go around and sort of finish it off. Oh, that didn't work very well, did it? Oh, probably. Yeah, so just, I'll leave that open. So what I'm going to do is just finish off tidying up the build. One more thing I really need to do is I don't need to show you this, so I'll just leave this. One thing that is definitely not in this build is down here. Where did the raptor come from? If you look very closely in the movie, there's a room behind here. So what I'm going to do is, and I said this before, but there's a switching mechanism there. There's a room behind here. So what I'm going to do is literally the fence, sort of carry on this. I'm going to block this wall off here, like so. So that's easy enough to do. So I'll just block that off like so. Bring that to there. There we go. Nicely does it. And then what I'll do, there is definitely a corridor at the back of here which goes in. You'll see it very close. There's a big room behind. You can see it through the gaps that the raptor comes through. So I'm going to dig out that room. So I'm going to spend a bit of time, guys, tidying this up. Can I get through here? What's my here? Oh yeah, get through here. Tidying this up so I can then transport it out, put the ceilings in, and then I shall then come back to you. And we're nearly done. We're nearly ready to sort of tidy it up and put blocks and grass blocks and hide it underneath. But there we go. Right, bye for now. So I think I've finally finished it. It's taken a bit of a while, so let's go and have a look, including the place where the raptor came out of. So first of all, what I had to do is completely block off the roof. So when you come in here, you can't see any dirt, and you can look around. Yeah, and it's all that, so you can actually walk round it down here, see, and I've done the same here. All the roof is all in, all the lights work, so I haven't, I'll show you at the top, look, all the redstone is all intact all the way around, so it's going to be quite easy to port it in to new build. I've also finished off the ends, even though we don't know where the access tunnels go, because we didn't have, obviously they power the island, so what you'd be, instead of these great big, at some point you can see these power supplies here, there'd be access tunnels that carry on around the island, because basically this power conduit here, it's like a power, sort of central power area, because the power must have fed in from the hydroelectric system, which we haven't built yet, and then feeds into this massive control centre here. And then literally, so let's have a look at this. So here is where the raptors came through. See, broke through the thing. So I've left this here as such. I've now built in this little area here. I presume that the gates must have been open to let the raptors in, or the raptor went through and the gates closed. That could have been what happened. I've made sure the integrity of this, so maybe I'll just do that like that. It's almost like a sliding gate, and the raptor opened it up. And then I've done this room at the back, which is more to do with the power. I've left the switching mechanism here in place, so it still turns on and off. Watch this, go into darkness. Ooh. Yeah, oh, it's dark, everybody. Remember when they first came in here? And then we turned the light back on. All the lights are back on. So I managed to do that as well, so I'm really impressed with that we've managed to do the raptor area here, and the raptor was in a room. Now on the film it looks like there was skylights here, but I've just put lighting in, as we see. So there we go. So we've done it. What I'm going to do now is, all these areas are all done. This goes somewhere else as well. Another access tunnel. Very cleverly done. Oh yeah, this is all intact over here. There's more here, and that's the other access tunnel. So great build. Looks pretty good. And is bigger than we thought. What I haven't done is put some whack-off power generators in here. So I could just do that, or I could just leave it. Leave it as it is. So, because what we want to do is try and port this into the new map, which is going to be fun. Is it daylight out there? Yes, it is. So I will now, before the weekend, I will make this map available for you. And what will happen is I will just sort of try and cut an area to be able to do that, I think. Because it would be good for you just to sort of have this area here, wouldn't it? It'd be well cool. Right, let's go and have a look at the new 1.11 download. So thankfully guys, Dr. Shaheen has sent me the original save file. We are in Minecraft 1.11, so we're going to go down there and have a look, because it should, all the signs should be a-okay in 1.11. So, hey, they are as well, not glitched. So this is before we obviously amended it, as you saw me. Caution, low hanging pipes. So left up to ladder, up to Ellie dead end. No, that's the Ellie dead end. Oh, Ellie dead end, and right to power breaker. Interesting. So caution. So dead end. Which way will Ellie? Left. Take a left. Ah, very good. I like it with the using the sunflower to make it look like a. That's very clever. I like it. Dead end. Ellie saw here. Well, she obviously didn't go the right way, did she? So, oh, caution, high valves. I like that. I like the signage. Caution. Where's this one go? Hallway to unknown area. Yep, we know that. So let's go back to this bit. And this is going up to caution, high voltage. Now, this is how it has done it. Which we've done it slightly different, which is the other entrance to the other area. What's in the chest? Nothing in the chest. Doesn't Minecraft look funny in original? Right, that's that. So let's go down here. So, warning, wear safety glasses. Very good. Compass, some signs. Ooh, where's this go? Probably to an unknown tunnel. There we go, unknown hallway, and that one's the same. So, there you have the signs, exactly like I said. This is where we thought, and this is the one. Oh, wow, it looks completely different with all the buttons. Danger, high voltage, flip up. Flip and turn around, head to the hallway, fast. See what I mean? Right, put that back there. So let's do that. What's this? 35D. So, missed that. Flip and turn around. Flip and turn around. Oh, I suppose that's the. Yeah. There we go. Nope. To watch all the lights go off. That's pretty cool. Right. Okay. Well, we haven't got time to show you putting my new build with this build into the new Jurassic Park. Ooh, where's that going? Never told, isn't it? Hallway, unknown hallway. Yeah, so we're gonna have to do that next episode. Get back out of there. That's what we're gonna have to do next episode. Wow, it's a funny world with just flat with. Is this a new flat world in 1.11 with trees? Interesting. Never seen that before. Very good. So yeah, so we're back, and next time, guys and girls, for another episode where we'll port and rearrange the Raptor pen and bunkers into the new Jurassic Park Isla Nublar with the proper mountain behind. So I hope you enjoyed that episode. Thanks very much, guys and girls. Please like and please sub if you're new to us. Go and have a look at all the other 200 plus videos that I've got. Ooh, one more sign here. Power to needs to be extended. Yeah, so check out the other videos, and we'll be back very soon with a new episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs. Bye bye.